It's May 1980. A very special American airman returns to the Philippines and to old friends.
This is great. I've never had such a welcoming like this. It's so fantastic. I don't think I saw Amelia after we took you to San Fernando, to the hospital.
It seems all too easy in this society nowadays to just sort of neglect one's neighbor or one's fellow man and just sort of ignore him. And that's where a person has to strive to make himself aware of other people's plights and try to use what means you have at your disposal to help other people.
Guys, fantastic. I knew I had a good investment. Super.
Helping other people, that others may live. It's the motto of the Aerospace Rescue and Recovery Service, and a way of life for Master Sergeant Wayne Fisk through 5 tours in Southeast Asia and 2 Silver Stars earned during the Sante POW rescue mission and the Mayaguez raid.
It's sort of like a saying which we had in Southeast Asia that circulated in rescue circles that for those who fought for it, life has a flavor the protected will never know. And we know the quality of life, we know the flavor of life. And that's what keeps rescue people going. That's what makes them get in and fight and go to the furthest demands of human endurance in order to save somebody, in order to bring him out.
Wayne Fisk's story is no ordinary story. He's no ordinary man. 450 combat rescue missions and 14 saves make a difference.
You know, I can't remember exactly when it was. My father first instilled in me the fact of his philosophy of having to pay your country for living under freedom in America. I do know, though, in 1966, when the Vietnam War was kicking up, that doggone it was time to join up and pay my debt to my country. Living under freedom in America, in my opinion, is one of those things that's got to be perpetuated by each generation. And since I joined in '66, I haven't had any doubts at all of my slot in the military and the type of life that I've chosen. It's, I guess it's sort of like Daniel Webster when he quoted that God grants freedom only to those who love it and are willing to fight for it and defend it. And that's been pretty much my, my philosophy over the years.
You learn a lot in 5 years in Vietnam, but mostly you learn survival, and that's important. Important to the man on the ground, to the downed air crewman, and to the people who have to pull him out. Wayne Fisk is helping pay back his country in the best way he knows how, by passing on what he's learned about survival to those who will follow. And he's adding new pages to the rescue manual in the process.
Wow, did you guys have to be so rough on me out there?
Well, the hard, cold facts of the situation are that you're a liability to the security of our team, even after positive identification has been established. Now, most aircrew members aren't prepared for a bailout, either mentally or physically. And you get down on the ground, you're, in most cases, disoriented. And so when we try to establish a link-up with you, we want you to know who's the boss. It's us, regardless of who you are. And if we're going to get you out of that situation and get you back home safely, then you're going to do exactly what we say. And that's the only way that we can operate.
Wayne Fisk talks about service to others. It's lives that count, not who you are or where you come from. And this NCO does more than just talk. During his tour in the Philippines, he spent nearly $5,000 of his own money to help the people of the barrios, the island's small, remote mountain villages. He bought them medicines, food, and clothes. And when his own medical skills weren't enough, he paid for the doctors and hospital care needed to save lives.
Throughout the Far East, I've had a lot of superb support in being able to carry out some medical programs and being able to help people who just didn't have medical programs and capabilities at their disposal. I found that in helping people that it's absolutely rewarding. There's such a difference between the combat aspect of rescue and then getting into the peacetime. And the opportunity to help people in a peacetime environment is thoroughly rewarding, and this is what's been a highlight of my career.
In January 1980, Master Sergeant Wayne Lewis Fisk, pararescueman, was selected by the United States Junior Chamber of Commerce as one of the 10 outstanding young men of America. He was the first Air Force non-commissioned officer to be so honored.
Our system of training good